Viewed from this triple aspect, understanding of the truth consists of Samma Ditthi and Samma Sankappa. Moral conduct consists of Samma Vacha, Samma Kammant and Samma Ajiv. And power of concentration consists of Samma Vayam, Samma Sati and Samma Samadhi. Now, the Buddhist perspective on Sansara. Sansar, which is generally translated as wandering world, refers to the suffering-laden cyclicality of all life, matter and existence, whereby all beings pass through an unceasing cycle of birth, death and rebirth in 6 realms, lokas, of existence, from one life to another life with no particular direction or purpose until they find a means of liberation from this cycle. The essence of sansara is dukkha. Each rebirth is temporary and impermanent. In each rebirth, one is born and dies to be reborn elsewhere in accordance with one's own karma. It is perpetuated by one's ignorance, that is avidya, particularly with regard to impermanence, that is anitya or anicca, no soul, that is anatman or anatta, and craving, that is trishna or tanha. Sansara continues until liberation from the cycle of existence is attained. This liberation, which is called nirvana or in Pali nibbana, can be attained by means of true insight into impermanence and no self. Now, rebirth. Rebirth is a process whereby beings go through a succession of lifetimes as one of many possible forms of sentient life, each running from conception to death. This rebirth doesn't involve a soul, that is Atman or Atta. Rebirth can occur in any of the 6 realms, that is lokas, of existence. 3 of these realms, that is heavenly, demigod and human loka, are good realms, and 3 others, that is animal lok and lok of the hungry ghosts and hellish are evil realms. There is some disagreement within Buddhism as to what exactly it is in a being that is reborn and how quickly the rebirth occurs after death. In some of the Buddhist traditions, it is asserted that there is no enduring self, but there is avachya, inexpressible pudgal or puggal, that is personality, that endures from one life to the next. In contrast, most of the Buddhist traditions assert that vinyan, that is consciousness, though evolving, exists as a continuum and forms the mechanistic basis of the rebirth process. The quality of a being's rebirth depends on the merit or demerit gained by that being's karma, that is deeds, as well as the merit received from relatives. So, merit can be transferred. Now, karma, merit. Good and bad deeds produce seeds in the unconscious receptacle, that is alaya, that mature later either in this life or in a subsequent rebirth. From Buddhist perspective, intent, that is chetana, of an action matters and is essential to bring about a result, that is vipak, or fruit, that is phal. Actions of body, speech or mind all lead to karmic deeds. That is, good or bad karma accumulates even if there is no physical action, and just having ill or good thoughts creates karmic deeds. The birth that one has in this life is determined by the karma from the previous lives, and the circumstances of the future birth are determined by the karma in the current and previous lives. An important aspect of the doctrine of karma in Buddhism is merit transfer, whereby a person can transfer one's own good karma to living family members or one's ancestors. Now, the doctrine of nirvana. Now, nirvana or nibbana, as it is called in Pali, is the summum bonum of Buddhism. Literally, it means blowing out or becoming extinguished. The three fires, namely rag, dosh, that is dvesh, and moho, are extinguished, and the cycle of rebirths comes to an end. Thus, attainment of nirvana marks the soteriological release from samsara and a state of complete spiritual liberation marked by emptiness or ceased consciousness. Dependent origination. The term pratitya samutpad, or in Pali patic samupad, is translated as dependent origination or dependent arising. It is used in Buddhism to explain its perspective on the nature of being, becoming, existence, and ultimate reality. According to this perspective, there is nothing that exists independently except the state of nirvana. All physical and mental phenomena depend on and arise from other pre-existing phenomena, and in turn from them arise other dependent phenomena while they cease. In other words, causality is the basis of ontology, not a creator God. Thus, dependent arising refers to conditions created by a plurality of causes that necessarily co-originate a phenomenon within and across lifetimes, such as karma in one life creating conditions that lead to rebirth in one of the realms of existence for another lifetime. Pratitya samutpad, Buddhism explains origination of endless cycles of dukkha and rebirth through 12 nidanas, that is links, and asserts that being because of avidya or avijja, that is ignorance, exists sanskaras or sanskar, that is karmic formations, exist, and because of sanskaras exist, therefore vinyan, consciousness exists, and in a similar manner it links namrup, that is sentient body, sarayatan, that is six senses, sparsh or phus, that is sensory stimulation, vedana, that is feeling, trishna or tanaha, that is craving, upadan, that is grasping, bhav, that is becoming, jati, that is birth, and jaramaran, that is old age and death. By breaking this circuitous link of the 12 nidanas, Buddhism asserts that liberation from these endless cycles of rebirth and dukkha can be attained.